Hey everybody, thanks for coming to Noir Night tonight. It's Noir-vember, if you didn't know. Don't look at my room, look at me. Don't notice my living space. So yeah, it's Noir-vember, and we have an exciting movie with lots of twists and turns. I don't think Eddie Muller has shown it on Turner Classic Movies, so I think we're getting in on the ground floor here. The movie's fun. It's got a lot of good characters in it and classic fun tropes and twists and turns. Protagonists are imperfect. Antagonists are likable. Ella Raines, a major babe, dame, whatever you want to call it. Twists and turns. Slick, smooth paced. It's called The Web. That's right. It's called The Web. It's that type of noir where it gets almost convoluted, where you're like, they want him to do a job to find a missing person. Turns out the missing person's already dead, but then turns out the person's not dead, and they actually put the person up to it. But the dad was married to the person who's a foreigner, and then so now they got to chase the fortune, which is buried in the backyard of somewhere in Mexico. But then they don't go to Mexico. I like when they don't go to Mexico. That's not what this movie's about, but one of those type of things where you're just always getting. This movie moves, even down to the title sequence. The title sequence is clever. They're doing something where the dog is barking. The family dog is barking. I don't know if you can hear that. The family dog is distressed, and the family dog won't stop barking. The title sequence is very clever. The title sequence is very clever. It's in and out of. Spoiler alert about the title sequence. It's in and out of focus. Kind of like me right now. Stars noir stalwart Edmund O'Brien. You might know him from The Killers, The Bigamist, DOA. He was a fluctuator in real life, which made him toggle between being a leading man and a character actor. Weight fluctuator I'm talking about here. And I relate. He plays an idealistic lawyer who might have a dark side. Ella Raines, everyone. She's a spicy secretary who puts the secret in secretary. You know, she has 2 stars on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, one for TV, and what's this? She has 2 stars on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, one for TV and one for movies. You might know her from Phantom Lady. Also happened to be Gore Vidal's cousin. Vincent Price plays a wealthy businessman. He hires Edmund O'Brien for something. Legend in his own right. Didn't need noir to be a legend, but was in a number of noir films that were famous and great. Laura, Leave Her to Heaven. He was in one called Shock. And he's in this one. You know, you'd know him from the spooky movies and the song Thriller. William Bendix, he's an Oscar winner, and he's a great character actor who could toggle between leading man and playing bad guy and playing a sneaky guy and playing a cop. He's really good in The Blue Dahlia. He's good here. He plays a sharp, smart guy, but he also could play a dummy. This movie's got a lot of snappy dialogue. I don't know if you'd call it hard-boiled or borderline screwball comedy. Maybe it's a little both. Maybe there's no difference. Do not get this movie confused with another movie called The Crooked Web. There's a lot of noir films that came out in the noir era that have the word crooked in it. That's a great word for title, crooked. They need more crooked in titles today. But The Web, which we're showing tonight, is far superior to The Crooked Web. There's a lot of noir films that have the word crooked in them. The Crooked Web, The Crooked Way, Drive a Crooked Road, Walk a Crooked Mile, The Last Crooked Mile, which stars someone named Don Red Barry, who also starred in a movie called The Tulsa Kid. But in addition to The Last Crooked Mile, he also starred in a movie called The Last Mile, which starred Mickey Rooney, who starred in Drive a Crooked Road, which I just mentioned. And that was written by Blake Edwards, who was born in Tulsa, Oklahoma, which is where we are now, and was a kid. I mean, this is getting pretty crooked. But tonight we are only watching The Web, not The Crooked Web. So forget about the crooked stuff. But aren't all webs crooked? I mean, is there a straight web? I would just think that would just be the string, a lone string. The film was also directed by Michael Gordon. Michael Gordon made a bunch of good movies. He made one that I really like called Woman in Hiding. He was also blacklisted through most of the 50s. He also happens to be the grandfather of actor Joseph Gordon-Levitt, Michael Gordon. The movie is The Web, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun. A real noirish noir. It's just a good old noir film. Enjoy!